Hello everyone, welcome to Brishti's Little World. Here's presenting our first vlog to the world. And guess what? We are off to a long vacation to the mountains. And by the video description, you must have known by now that we are heading to Darjeeling. Yes, this is really a very exciting one. We have booked a private cab from Asansol to reach Burdwan, and it's around 9 p.m. right now. We just wanted to be on time, so we thought of starting a little early. Yashaswin seems to be very excited for the trip. He didn't sleep the whole afternoon today. We have already reached Burdwan station after a 2 hours drive, and we have been on time. So this is just a glimpse of the Burdwan station at the middle of the night. This is how it looks. There are a lot of policemen standing outside and also a lot of passengers waiting for their night trains, and there are many trains which are passing by us. We are simply waiting at the station for our train to come. Good morning everyone. So our train was exactly on time last night. We also had a good night's sleep in the train, and it's morning around 8:55 and we are just about to reach New Jalpaiguri station. So here's a slight glimpse of the beautiful paddy fields extended outside on both sides of the train. We can get the glimpse of it. It looks beautiful. It's a sunny bright morning and our train is almost about to reach the platform. कल रात से आज सुबह तक का सफर तो काफी अच्छा रहा. अभी दिन का शुरुआत भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. सूर्य भगवान बहुत शानदार रूप से खिले हुए हैं. बाहर ऐसे खूबसूरत हरे हरे पत्ते देखे बहुत मजा आ रहा है. और चलिए हम लोग न्यू जलपाईगुड़ी स्टेशन पे उतर गए हैं. वी हैव ऑलरेडी गॉट डाउन फ्रॉम आवर ट्रेन and we are about to get into a cab from here, जो हमें डायरेक्टली न्यू जलपाईगुड़ी स्टेशन से दार्जिलिंग की ओर ले चलेगा. और यहीं से हमारा जर्नी का दूसरा पड़ाव शुरू होता है. देखिए कितना भीड़ भाड़ भरा हुआ है ये जगह. एकदम सुबह का टाइम है, 9 बज रहा है. 9:05 में एकदम राइट टाइम में ही अपना ट्रेन स्टेशन पे आ गया है. The road trip from New Jalpaiguri to Darjeeling is a beautiful one. We are still on the plains. हम लोग बस अभी शहर का भीड़ छोड़ के अभी जो है एकदम खाली रास्ते पे आ गए हैं. This road is directly connecting the city with the hills. तो यहाँ से अभी तक तो हम लोग एकदम प्लेन एरिया से ही चल रहे हैं. अभी कुछ ही देर में हम लोग हिल्स की तरफ चढ़ जाएंगे. We can see the hills finally calling us. इतना पेड़ है यहाँ पे और पेड़ के छाव के बीच में से जब हमारा गाड़ी चल रहा है तो एक अजीब सा सुकून महसूस हो रहा है. लाइक एक है ना, होता है ना, मतलब ज्यादा इतना ठंडा कुछ नहीं है. मतलब इट्स नॉट अ वेरी चिली वेदर, बट जब भी वो गाड़ी है ना धूप से छाव की तरफ जा रहा है, छाव के अंदर से होके जा रहा है, तो एक अजीब सी शांति चारों तरफ फैल सी जा रही है. और ये जो आपको दोनों तरफ के जो छोटे छोटे बुश जैसे दिख रहे हैं ना, ये गार्डन, दिस इज नथिंग बट द टी गार्डन्स. तो जी हाँ, चाय के जो बागान है वो स्टार्ट हो गए हैं. द टी गार्डन्स हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड एंड एज यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द डिस्टेंस द हिल्स आर ऑल्सो कमिंग क्लोजर एंड क्लोजर. The road route connecting New Jalpaiguri to Darjeeling is around 73 kilometers all total, and it's around 3 hours of journey. तो अभी तो हम लोग ने स्टार्ट कर दिया है एग्जैक्टली 9:05 बजे से. और ड्राइवर अंकल भी बहुत अच्छे हैं हमारे. We'll link him down in the description as well. Gradually we are getting closer and closer to the hills. As we are getting closer and closer to the hills, it's getting magnificent. The view is getting even more picturesque. It's amazing, really. It's reminding me of a beautiful poem of Joe Cole that goes like this. Beautiful Darjeeling in West Bengal, I heard you call my name. Like a siren, you have lured me to your slopes and sun-filled glades. How could I resist the urge to come and join you there, to be assailed by your beauty, smell your perfumed air? I sit here in your paradise, from my pen the words do flow. I sit and write of what I see and hear, and watch the poem grow. I know now, and the meaning's clear. Darjeeling, the abode of God. For only His mighty hand could such a place be forged. And so I sit and write of the glory that I see. And as I wonder at the glories, another sits with me. I cannot leave this beauty, but alas, I have no choice. I would sing of beautiful Darjeeling, but I do not have the voice. पहाड़ी रास्ते कितने अजीब होते हैं. Sometimes you move on from this side to that side, and there are so many turnings. There are cars coming from the opposite side, and also dogs are also passing by. See? Here we have actually taken a stop at a restaurant, and this place is actually Kurseong. So we just took a tea break, and this is the view of a valley that we can see from the balcony of the restaurant. We have already climbed quite high up into the hills, and it looks beautiful. There is a slow, slight windy breeze that's blowing, and slight foggy also. We are waiting for our tea to come. Meanwhile, we are taking some snaps of the outer world, and it's looking beautiful. The curves, the road. There are many, trucks, buses, and also some private cars which are moving upwards towards Darjeeling. Some are also coming down. So there is continuous moving of cars that we can see here. This is a restaurant called the Nola restaurant, and the place is Kurseong. We have been served tea into beautiful traditional cups, and this daisy we actually picked up from a bush nearby. So after taking tea, we have again started our journey uphill, and this is the route. It's a beautiful route. There are so many turns and curves, and you can also see the slopes, the green slopes of tea gardens, the sprouted twinings of tea leaves. Looks beautiful. We are heading towards Darjeeling, watching this beautiful picturesque hilly slopes, scenic valleys, and look, it says Kurseong. We have actually already entered Kurseong sometimes back, but this is an official board standing high up. And yeah, look at the city from here. The city of Darjeeling can be seen, and it's beautiful. Actually, while climbing up on the mountains, it seems like only whichever mountain is visible in front of you, they are existent, but it's not true. There are many mountainous slopes, and one below the other there are a lot of mountains. So it's just that we are climbing up and then again turning through different turns which connects one mountain to the other, and that is how we actually go on climbing upwards. Darjeeling is rightfully vested as the queen of hills. It is surrounded by infinite hilly slopes of bright green tree plantations and is set against a backdrop of sharp snowy Himalayan peaks. Darjeeling dwells happily in the Indian Himalayan foothills. It is the source of the eponymous tea, which is renowned for being called the champagne of teas. This hilly region has an elevation range from 100 to 4,200 meters, and it also borders Nepal, Bhutan and Tibet. There is a beautiful history, of the Darjeeling tea. Actually, in the initial days, the British brought tea to Darjeeling in the middle of the 19th century, and they actually expanded the tea estates, clubs and bungalows, and this is really a throwback to the opulent time that we had. So wandering across kilometers of undulating tea estates, talking to the gardeners and observing how skillfully they harvest the tea leaves is a must do when you come to Darjeeling. And can you guess that the toy train tracks? I was really thrilled to see and find that how such a narrow road could adjust so many cars, as well as the toy train track, and also there were multiple cottages and houses stacked up on both sides of the road. So this was something that really was mesmerizing. And can you see the clouds? Look, we are entering the kingdom of clouds right now. This looks magical. This is mystic. This is amazing. I mean, it's so divine. We are literally entering the world of clouds, and the clouds have actually gathered up the whole of this place. It's look beautiful here, divine. The view is enigmatic. हम लोग ऑलमोस्ट दार्जिलिंग पहुंच चुके हैं, एंड बस कुछ ही देर में हमारा जो ड्राइवर अंकल है वो हमें अपने होटल तक छोड़ देंगे. वी हैव ऑलरेडी रीच्ड आवर डेस्टिनेशन फाइनली. एंड एवरीवन हु जॉइंड अस इन दिस जर्नी, जो लोग हमारे वीडियो को देख रहे हो और जो लोग आप लोग हमारे वीडियो को सुन रहे हो, देख रहे हो एंड सुन रहे हो, आप लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमारा साथ देने के लिए. बस आप ही का साथ चाहिए हमें, और ताकि हम और अच्छा कर सके और अच्छे से ग्रो कर सके. दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, टू बी वेरी ट्रू. वी रियली ट्राइड हार्ड, बट वी आर गोइंग टू ट्राई इवन हार्डर टू मेक थिंग्स इवन बेटर. तो ये हमारा पार्ट 1 था इस पूरे सीरीज का. देखिए अभी जैम भी लग गया है रास्ते पे. तो हाँ, यहाँ पे जब जितना हम लोग आ रहे हैं ना, जल्दी जल्दी क्लोज आ रहे हैं, उतना थोड़ा जैम लग रहा है रास्ते पे, बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट वन रूट एंड देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ कार्स. आप लोग प्लीज हमारे वीडियो को सपोर्ट करना, हमें लाइक कर देना, वीडियो को सब्सक्राइब कर देना हमारे चैनल को, और आप लोग बहुत जितना हो सके आप लोग ये वीडियो को शेयर कीजिए. देखिए कैसे वो जो सारे बादल है ना, वो ऐसे घूम रहे हैं, आपको अच्छे से दिखाई दे रहा होगा कितने, मतलब वो क्लोज आ रहे हैं, वो जा रहे हैं. द क्लाउड्स आर ड्रिफ्टिंग, लिटरली दे आर ड्रिफ्टिंग फ्रॉम द वैलीज टू द अपर साइड ऑफ द हिल. तो और देखिए वैली अब तो कुछ दिख भी नहीं रहा है. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग. प्लीज लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब.